Hi, here we are again.
Hi.
So, self-love, as we mentioned, sounds so self-indulgent. So what is it really, right?
Right.
It's not just a trip to the spa.
Although it could incorporate a trip to this spa.
We just did a Facebook Live. This is Laurette DeJulian. She is a modern day spiritual facilitator, published author. She has a flourishing spiritual practice. What would you say, that spiritual advisory practice?
I call myself a spiritual director.
Okay, spiritual director. And she's embarked on a really cool project that we're going to be talking about today called the Compassion Project.
That's right.
And I'm participating in the project, and it's hard so far. It's been hard and amazing. So we're live in Portland, Oregon. We're shooting this in my living room. What is the Compassion Project?
So, two young people sitting out in front of Target, boyfriend and girlfriend, I assume, a couple. They hadn't been on the street very long, because if you work with homeless people, you can kind of gauge how long people have been out there. But he was very dope sick. They were waiting for a drug delivery, which happens in this parking lot a lot. And I stopped to talk to them, and his eyes met my eyes, and he looked into my eyes, and this whole conversation happened mind to mind. And that conversation, even though it might have been a nanosecond in our real time, felt like it lasted at least an hour. And when he looked at me, I said, why is this happening? And the answer came back, you don't have self-compassion. And I said, oh, he doesn't have self-compassion. He needs to have more self-compassion. And it was very clear to me, no, I don't have self-compassion. I don't love myself enough. And with that, it's very hard sometimes experientially when you have these dialogues to relay it. But the feeling that I had was, if everyone took the responsibility to really explore and really be responsible for the amount of self-love they have and peace they have for themselves, you could change the world. And all it has to do with is one person at a time.
So what a fascinating story. So we've got you experiencing, these people with drug addictions coming to you, really getting a message that it's about self-compassion, and then starting something, a chain, a movement, a wave of it.
Right.
Like it's paying it forward.
It's a chain.
Yeah, it's a chain.
Yeah.
So you've got 7 people, those 7 people will have maybe 7 other people, whatever the number, and then it continues to go. So you're building this wave of like self-compassion.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What a cool idea, Lori. Where'd this come from?
Well, it didn't come from me. As you know, I channel.
I want to talk about what self-compassion is, but we don't want to put it all in one video or one podcast recording. So we're going to pause it, and the next one we're going to talk about it, because I'm still figuring out what self-compassion is, and self-love, as we mentioned, sounds so self-indulgent. So what is it really? Okay. All right, so hang tight. Now we're going to press pause. Pause.
How is that?